MAGS, the group had a ledger. Well, they had a mission, excuse me, to go to a warehouse to see if the, I guess you say, people who ran the warehouse were off on their payment. Come to find out, there is an underground gambling den under the warehouse. The group makes their way, they get their weapons. At that moment, you see Devin. He is called away. Devin cannot be with us tonight, but we're going to have Devin be called away for this evening, and he will not be playing with us. But the Georgie, Raphael, and Gerner, nevertheless, are going to continue to make their way through the underground gambling hall. So, just does anyone have any questions? And you know what? I do have the logbook for you, Raphael. I'm going to put it in your character sheet in a second.
My character sheet?
Well, I just pulled it up. I don't know what is going on with it. Let me roll my roll 20. Roll 20 is being weird. But anyways, so the group makes their way. They investigate. Y'all do a great job not attacking yet without information, which I was very proud of. And you make your way to the gambling den. Here we go, Raphael. Let's see if we can find it on your sheet just so you can kind of look about. There we go. It is in your journal. And that's okay. So if y'all want to roll initiative just to kind of start and kind of get the chatting, but you can hear the murmuring of the gambling. You can hear a little bit of music playing. And the place is pretty busy. You can see a couple of you see the bartender, you see the barmaid going back and taking care of certain guests.
I don't have any light anywhere.
The whole place should be lit. Okay, let's look at your character down here. Let's see what we got for you, sir. Gerner, can you see?
Yeah.
Georgie, can you see?
Yeah.
Georgie can even see. You can't see right here.
All right, there I see.
Okay. There's a couple of games you can play. There's you hear a guy.
Well, let me just say this is kind of the wrong music for this situation.
It's more laid back and chill. It's not. It doesn't seem too like,
No, I'm saying the watch together.
Oh no, that's for that's the roll 20. Different vibe. Okay.
All right, so
You got Gurney, so y'all can roll initiative for me. Georgie, or Fender roll initiative for me.
Well, we're not in combat now. Why do we need initiative?
Just for talking in order so nobody talks of each other. Just for make observations and things. You can roll, and this is the way I'm gonna address you. Raphael, what would you like to do, sir, since you rolled the highest?
let me see if I can recognize any notables with a knowledge local check. Is that all right?
Yes, sir. So, with your knowledge local check, you notice descriptions of not necessarily anyone that you know personally, but for the descriptions, here it seems that you see. It seems like he his name is. And right, you keep track of these, or I can. Go to my sheet. This is Talus. Talus. Okay. Talus Busterson. And you know that he is a high-ranking city guardsman of the town watch. You know that he is one that usually guards the Alabaster district, and you know guards the Nias district. You know he's over those areas. You do recognize that. Um, you notice that this lady right here, her name is Amethyst, and that's just her name, and that is her stage name. You know that she is a performer here in the city of Magnimar, but you do recognize her. And one reason that you recognize her is, of course, her amethyst hair. A very, very popular, known as a singer, dancer, but performs in various plays here in the city. And those are really the only two that you recognize.
Okay. What is Talus playing, and is he winning?
He is actually playing a game at what it seems to be 18 Mule.
And can I roll that knowledge local over to determine whether or not this is in any way legal?
um, Gambling dens are usually not illegal in Magnimar, so it does make you wonder why this is so hidden.
Okay. So would it be would you say a blight on Talus's reputation should it be known that he was in such an establishment?
One can assume so.
Cool.
I'll give it up to Georgie. Mr. Georgie, what would you like to do?
I'm just going to be looking around.
Okay.
Nothing in particular. I'll let the
I'll
others maybe talking.
you know, in order to not look like a sore thumb, I guess I'll play a game.
Step up.
What do you want to do? Blackjack, bounders?
Yeah, it's kind of
What?
like that. It's 21. You just roll. You roll 3d6. You can only roll the first 3d6. You have to roll them all at one time, and then you get a number. And then you can roll 1d6 after. But you want to go at least 18, and whoever has the best out of 18 wins. If you go over 18, you bust.
Uh,
I'm gonna do a practice roll really quickly to show you.
yeah. So like,
Bam, I roll 3d6, and then if I choose to roll again on my turn, I roll again. That's a 13. Then I roll again. That's
oh, so it's blackjack, but it's
18.
dice, and it's 18. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll choose. Yeah, and I choose to stand or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Well, then what? Yeah. What does the house stand on? Like 15, 14?
Let's see. We'll do 18. 18.
So
Start out with.
they go until they bust.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
It depends. It can change on certain rules. You can roll 3 times. You can roll 4. It depends what the house table is. But I thought you meant like starting goal. Starting goal will be 18.
No,
Yeah.
I mean stand as in, you know how like blackjack, I think they stand on a 17.
Yeah, I got you. Well, it just depends how you want to play. You can do it like you can roll until you bust, or sometimes you can only roll 2 extra times. But this particular table is roll until you bust.
Yeah, 18 or bust. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the buy-in?
18 gold.
I'll play 1 round for now.
Okay.
So I'll deduct 18.
Talus looks at you and says, "Looks like you're a little green for the 18 mule. Have you played this game, friend?"
No, can't say I have. Let me roll.
Okay. Okay, then I'll roll mine. That's Talus. He's excited about his roll. Then we, of course, have the other gentleman. 8. Okay, you want to roll again?
Yeah, I'll. Well, no, doesn't the house have to roll?
No. This is you just the house doesn't roll. It's just the players at the table. Okay. So what'd you get? 16. Okay, I'll roll
16
one.
now.
Talus says he's gonna stay, and then the other guy rolled one time. So that other guy rolled 8 and 4. So that's 12. Okay, what you want to do, Garner?
Mm. Well, if we,
Then you
I
roll
mean,
off. You would roll off. You and him would roll off. If it's a tie.
yeah. Well, he already stood. I'll stand.
Okay.
If the third guy beats us,
Let's see. Ooh, that's 13. I'm gonna try my luck. What he says. Man. 13, 14. Okay, he busts, so it's a roll
yes,
between.
but me and him. So
Mhm.
it's just another d6.
No, you can restart the roll.
Oh, it's just we're doing a whole new hand.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously I'll roll again.
16's good. It's 11. What you want to keep it or go?
I'll stand. Wait, that's 14, right? Yeah, 9, 11, 14.
Mhm. Mm. There we go. 16.
Well, we hit. We're both 16 now,
Mhm.
so.
Roll one more time. I'm gonna keep mine.
Oh, we're gonna just another round? Okay.
Mhm. Oh shit! I didn't mean to roll that. My bad. Whatever.
Oh, so 13. Yeah, we're both at 13 now, so.
You gonna roll one more time?
Yeah.
Oh, 16.
16.
Oh, so that's one above. What you want to do? He says he'll keep you.
Well, I'm gonna lose either way, so I'm gonna roll and hopefully get a 2. Damn it.
So it is 18 gold. This is not bad for your first time, friend. I was looking to earn your money back.
Hmm. Well, Gerner's not one for small talk, so I don't even know how I could, like, glean info. Because I can only assume Rafelnir would send me a message saying who this guy is.
Yeah, the message spell's still active. I was under the assumption that we're.
Yeah, I figured you would tell us this is Talus, what's his name, and...
I was actually thinking about a bit of skullduggery where Feldinger walks behind him and sees his cards and messages you, but, it's
It's not...
not core game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not cards. Also, I feel like anyone would be able to figure that one out. This is a magic world. Ah, screw it, I'll play one more round. So it's another 18.
Okay, roll your dice, my friend. Other guy he rolled 8. Okay.
I'll do again.
So bad, 15. Oh, my friend.
He bust.
He busted. I'm out of this one, lads. Jessup, you do it. 6.
He's at 14?
Yep.
14. I have a 50-50 of doing this. I'll take it. Damn it.
18 gold. Another minus 18 gold. So that's 18 golds from Garner.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who is this guy again? He's like, what's his like occupation?
This one?
Yeah, Talus.
That, I guess we're finding related information. He is a city guards captain of the Alabaster district. He's like a supervisor in that area, if you could say in outer world terms.
Hmm.
So, what would the group again like to do while they are surveying the room?
Yeah, I'm currently wallowing in the fact that I lost a bunch of gold.
Rafaelnir.
So, he is looking at the drink selection. Is there non-alcoholic juice sorts of things available?
Well, as the bar lady comes up to you, she says, I guess you can replay that to her. She says, we have your standard ale with no juice here, though.
Thank you. A glass of ice water if you can.
She's kind of weird. Ice
Ice.
water. Ice water.
Rafael is about to speak. Is like, oh, I don't have my scorpion. Yes, water as cool as you can make.
And she hands you a little sip of a little vial of water and walks away.
Much-
Just help yourself over to the bar.
Okay, what's going on at these south booths?
The South booths, these are more of the, like you say, the quote-unquote blackjack or cards. I was going to set up something for you guys to be able to play poker tonight, but that didn't work out. But maybe another time if we ever go back to a casino. But that's what's going on there.
Okay. If it would be appropriate and not out of place, Rafelnir would like to pan the room for detect magic and see what's in here.
Okay. You definitely do detect. A magical aura of divination.
Is it localized anywhere?
In this area.
Okay, so is it on in the room? Is it on that woman? What's going on there?
It is in the room, more focused on the wall.
Rafelnir smiles at the security camera and gives a slight nod.
So, Georgie, what would you continue like to do, sir?
Trying to observe, trying to understand why, this is a clandestine gaming den rather than official. What's going on?
Okay.
Is there any suspicious activity or like
I mean,
anything
the only thing
particular?
suspicious. The only thing suspicious is that you see a. Only thing suspicious is that this is a gambling den that is secretive. That is when it's not illegal.
Hmm.
Like, I'm not sure what thread to pull on. This should make it like this should add to the business's more easy for them to. Don't see how this is going to interfere with the bottom line that we care about.
Well, I mean, Gerner will say, like, I assume, wait, is Talus the one on the left here?
Yes, sir.
I'll, well, I'm not a well-known guy, so, I mean, I can introduce my own name, and if he doesn't, then that's suspicious. I'll just, give, like, a nod and say, well, it seems you beat me out on money. Gerner, nice to meet you, sir.
He says his name's Talus. He is not afraid to tell you his name. And he shakes your hand. Gerner, make a perception check.
As I get a knife in my arm, just like that rat.
You notice, Gerner, as he shakes your hand, that it is deathly cold.
Cold.
Yeah.
Not just, oh, he's got a condition, like it's like as if there's no blood.
I mean, it's cold. I mean, I don't know. I'll just say that it's cold.
Hmm. Is there anything else off about him visually?
Hmm? Not particular. I mean, I guess you can see with that check, you notice that he has a little. You know what? He has a little something that's cakey on him, on his face.
Like makeup.
I guess you could say that, yeah. You see this guy come in and he lays down like a small piece of meat. It looks pretty rare. Pretty rare on his platform in front of him as well. As he continues to move about the restaurant.
Oh hell, despite styling myself as a holy man, I don't have any holy water.
And he kind of does the same for this lady as well.
They're all getting rare meat?
Well, that one did.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it like... It's a cut, it's not like tartar?
Yeah, say tartar, yeah. I like that.
Well, I mean, that's still not, I mean, that's high society food, but we're common folk down here. So that would still be a little...
So, Rafelnir would like to make a knowledge religion check, if that wouldn't be metagame. Like, this might spark some idea in his head. Alright?
Um, I don't. What are you looking for in religion, though? I mean, you haven't seen an enemy. You haven't seen anything that I think that Rafelnir would. I mean, unless I'm out of the way.
It's just like, that's a very rare cut of meat, and it's very suspicious to the overall undead hidden in plain sight theme that's been going on so far that we've been encountering in a lot of places.
I mean, that's a fair assumption, but I eat steak tartare, but I'm not undead. I'm very alive and breathing.
Alright.
Well, I mean, given that I'm like... Well, I got the check and I saw it and he's getting it, I'll just say, huh, quite a rare piece of meat.
And he's like, this place has the best cuts of meat in the back.
Hmm.
The only way to eat it is raw. Or he says, "Ooh, have you heard of Pittsburgh style before?
Where? What?
Pittsburgh style before?
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, he'll say this is, Rafelnir, what's that word that Romanian place here? You saw? What's it called?
Ustalav.
Ustalov. He says, well, they do a good Ustalov style.
Oh god, if I knew knowledge geography, that would raise many alarm bells.
I think the chef is actually from there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to pass messages through the spell when he's looking at your face and would be able to see your mouth move.
Yeah. Well, I'll ask... Okay, I'll call a waiter over for a mug of ale.
She walks over. She says, mug of ale. She gives it to you.
What was it run me? A silver?
She says it'll be tallied at the end of your stay.
Oh, that's fair. You did check me in here. Well, I'll put the mug of ale up to my lips, and I will then speak message and say, The man's cold to the touch, and he's clearly caked in something.
Actually, Gerner, as you pull the mug up to your face, you notice a smell of this ale. It's like an amber ale, but what's weird is that you get a little bit of copper and rust smell.
Oh god, that's a very obvious tell. Mm. Am I man enough? Well, okay, clearly.
Just make your flirty save. It's okay. Just make your
Yeah,
just drink it. Make your
yeah,
flirty save.
I will drink it. I mean, I already put it up to my lips to feign just to be able to send a message. I can't bitch out now.
I'll let you pass with that.
Does it taste like blood a little bit?
A little bit, but it's actually it's hidden really well.
Mm.
To Georgie, what would you like to do, sir? As Gerner is drinking ale.
Not too sure. Not going to drink. Not going to
Well, I
gamble.
do
So
have a singular idea, but it might not go over well. Well, okay, hold on. The other woman didn't get a basically raw piece of meat.
I mean tartar, yeah.
She also got it.
Mhm.
Oh, that doesn't bode well.
why did they get? So who has been getting the raw meat? Everybody.
Well, from what I saw, Talus, the man across from me, and this woman here.
Mm.
Let's do this too. So this guy.
I'll ask for the menu.
And you see this guy
Sorry.
got. He also got an L too. This gentleman right here.
Well, considering I already passed drinking it, am I fine to continue drinking it?
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll once again put it to my lips to then hide my mouth as I whisper the message and say, "It also seems that this ale is tainted with blood."
Ooh.
Is that enough to give me knowledge religion on?
Yeah, I mean, you can. I will say you can roll your knowledge religion check. I will tell you that, of course, those who drink blood or those are the vampiric kind.
Yeah.
Raw meat is also questionable, but
Raw
I mean,
meat is
Alright.
questionable, but you know that raw meat would not. Vampires do not eat meat; they only drink blood.
yeah.
So you don't know, but raw meat could be tell sounds of other undead.
All right. Rafelnir is going
You do
to.
see this gentleman enter in the moon at that time.
Fancy.
And you see him kind of peruse, and he takes a Gerner. He says, "I'm a new face around here. I'm glad you're enjoying the drink and game."
I give I raise the ale and I give him a nod and say, "Indeed."
Continues to walk, and he puts his hand on Talus and says, "Talus, old friend, it's nice to see you again. Maybe you can win some of your money back that you lost." And gives it. And then you see him continue to walk, and he peruses and talks to people. You see him enter into this room.
Does Rafelnir recognize this guy?
Nope, not at all.
All right. So, Rafelnir would like to turn and a piece of art on the wall, and he messages both Georgie and Gerner. Says, "This may be a establishment for the purposes of entertaining the undead. I think that we need to have a tactical retreat, perhaps get reinforcements."
I'll once again take another sip and message back. Well, the guard is the head guard is clearly one. Should we report to Matthias?
Matthias was only worried about the money leaving. Maybe he doesn't even care if they are undead.
This is, if there are this many undead creatures in a room together, then they are beyond our capability of defeating, and I am not comfortable trusting my immortal soul to this establishment any longer.
Yeah, fair enough. I just want to have a look at the menu. Do they have a menu for the food?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They have well, they don't have a menu, but you can go over here and look at what they have.
Is it like human meat?
I mean, you can look.
Humanoid?
You can make a heal check, maybe. Let's see. I'll walk you over here.
Or maybe I ask the waiter. I say, what,
Would a
be
knowledge meter
hungry.
be
What kind of meat is it?
She looks at you, kind of like weary. What do you mean? What type of meat this is?
Oh, I mean the provenance. Like I'm a bit how do you say difficult. I like very specific meat. So
Oh, you're looking for virgin meat. I have just the thing, sir.
now we are talking.
Give me 1 second, sir.
No, now they're gonna make you eat it.
No, I'm like, what will be the price? I'm not necessarily hungry now. I'm probably just a little bit full later. What's the price of that?
She said it'll be included in your total. I don't. What's the price? Don't really get asked that question. I don't. I guess it depends how you want it. Are you wanting are you wanting it with accoutrements, or how do you want it prepared? Do you want it more on the Slavic style, or you wanted it more, rare, medium rare? I hope you don't want it well done.
Oh no! Oh my god! Yeah, Slavic style seems interesting.
I can add that. Just give me 1 moment, sir, and we'll see what we have in the back. It has been a busy weekend. I'll ask our butcher.
Maybe later. I'll come back to you when I want it served. I'm probably going to have a drink and play a game or two before, and then
Okay.
I'll
Well, I'll come over.
move into the room.
I'll come over and give you I'll come over there to your chair when you sit down and give you a drink, sir. But yeah, just let me or Carl he'll know when you need your cut. Okay.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. All right. I think we have more and more info about what's happening.
Okay. Well, now it is Gruner Saint Blood's turn.
Yeah, this is a bit of a difficult situation, and I mean, as much as a fucking affront to everything undead are, let's be generous and say that at least half of them are undead. I can get natural weapons with my thing. Georgie can't. He checked his weapons.
I don't think we want to have a fight here. Why
Yeah,
would we?
not unless we literally storm in and do it.
Definitely a kick the door situation. Makes me wonder how many people upstairs are actually alive.
Yeah, that's another. I'm gonna, well, at least at this point, make the majority of my take the majority of my drink and then just leave it and say, well, I feel as though more time's passed than I expected. I think I should take my leave with my cohorts.
Natalia says, good seeing you.
You as well. We might meet again. And I'll give, well, Georgie a wave as then, go to our phone and say we
Just
should probably.
whisper too.
Yeah. As I turn, I'll message to Georgie and say it's best if we get out of here.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Okay, so the group want to leave, I take it?
Yeah, and
Get your weapons back?
Yeah, go to the weapons.
Definitely want our stuff.
Okay. The gentleman, he walks you out and says, leaving so soon?
Yes, so my friend here told me that should he have a run of bad luck, I was to prevent him from further losses, and
well, I did lose
no
twice.
questions asked.
Well, that's a good friend you have there. I've seen many come in and lose everything and not really, never come out. You gentlemen have a good evening. You know the drill.
Rafelnir whispers, the drill.
And you walk out and you want to go back to the warehouse?
I think we have to go to the warehouse. I don't know where to from there. I mean, it's really wish I had the detect undead spell ready.
Do you have it? Do you?
I don't even know if it's on my spell list. I can check.
Well, I mean, yeah, of your spell book. I mean,
Oh, it's a cleric
No,
spell.
it's not on my.
You would have you need a wand or something, right?
Yes, it is a wizard spell.
So you could get it. I mean, for
Yeah,
now,
it's only level 1. I could go buy a scroll, spend an hour, buy a scroll for 25 gold pieces, spend an hour transcribing it into my book, and then we could come back the next day, and I could concentrate on it up to a minute a level, so that's 3 minutes that I could hand about and be like, okay, this is a vampire party.
Yeah, do we even need that? I mean, I think we have enough information right now.
Yeah, I think so. I think we have enough information.
Hey, we can still, we can report that to Matthias. They're selling virgin meat. Most likely
I
on
don't
it,
think
and then
Matthias
see what he wants
cares
us to
about
do.
the atrocities. He's already desecrating their souls. I don't think he cares about the bodies of the...
What was happening in the casino was that was not accounted into the warehouse ledger, though.
It was under the warehouse, so now you're in the warehouse and you walk out. I'll just say you walk out and you have the log and you come and you see Grump here. And he says, I hope you found what you needed. I'll need my logbook back now, sir.
So my question was, in the logbook, is there money accounted for what's happening in the...
I'll show it to the players. Here you go. Show the players.
Yeah, it's frankly a terrible logbook. It only has dates and received and sent items. It doesn't even list how much or what was in it.
I did the best I could,
so I think
I'm sorry.
Rafelnir would like to copy... this is less than a minute or two of copying. Can he write it down so that he's got record? All right, then he's got his notes. He'll hand over the logbook without a complaint.
Okay. He says, thank you. It says, he sends you out the door.
And I think that have any ideas but to go to Matthias and explain the mission.
Okay, so let me get the let me get. Okay. So you go back to the docks. Again, you see the familiar smell of decay. You hear a little of the seagulls as you make your way to the dock side. You see Matthias, and he says, "Ah, delighted." He says, "Sorry, I sent Devin on the mission. I had him leave note, but I hope that you found everything intact and in order, or in disarray, at said warehouse."
It was a properly run warehouse, but they seem to have a side business. Were you aware of the casino underneath the premises?
Yes, that's what I sent you for. The warehouse has never cheated me.
That could have been more clear. Were you also aware that the status of life of the patrons of said casino?
You mean really the status of no life or Filnir? What are we? Why are you telling me information I already know?
Because we were not made aware of this when we went into the mission. We were under the assumption that the undead would not be cordial to collections notices.
Why wouldn't they? They know that you're sitting there to look at their logs.
Living abominations.
Say it one more time when you got lost in translation, Jacob.
My apologies. It must have been a prejudice I hold against the unliving abominations.
Yeah, but you're a. I feel that they knew that you were going down there to check their logbooks. They expected it. I wrote it in the note that they are expecting their logbooks to be checked beginning of the month.
Yes. Revelnir looks at his companions. Are you guys, is Gurner or Georgie, as disturbed by the fact of a known undead casino underneath this, like...
Oh no,
Yes.
I'm pretty disturbed. Don't worry. I'm like, there's been a lot of shit happening that I'm not happy with. First, the black market was wholly separate from Matthias, but that was upsetting. And now this is happening. I already knew Matthias was a necromancer, but like this is different.
Oh,
Yeah,
even
these are
more.
intelligent undead, like mindless undead. Refelnir doesn't actually have a problem with, because they're tools. He's got a problem with intelligent undead that spread their plague among the world, because those are dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, as a out of character thing, I'm having a hard time keeping Rafelnir in this story because at this point, my processing the situation as Rafelnir says he's gonna excuse himself and go home. He's not interested in dealing with intelligent undead that he doesn't get to kill.
Hmm.
Real quick, if you happen to have it on hand, what did the contract entail about us defying Matthias?
The contract pretty much said that. Let me see. Let me go to my Word document. Give me 1 second.
Like I'm concerned with. Well, I don't actually know how strong the guys down in the casino are. That's one thing, but just going
So,
on the lam.
if they're ghouls, then they could dunk all over us easily. And ghoul is like one of the least of the intelligent undead.
Yeah, they're a pretty dead ringer for what we saw. But hey, you're immune to paralysis from them if that's the case.
Oh yeah, just like a wizard tank for a little bit. That'll be great. I suppose we're lucky that we didn't pick up the stench of a ghast down there.
Yeah, that would be a bit harder to conceal.
Okay. So the contract, I wrote some like a Spark Notes version of like bullet points. The contract pretty much says that with the blood pact, you are indebted to Matthias for, it says, for a life sentence, and whereupon you serve your life sentence, your souls will be released back to you. For those who do not abide by the contract, will be cursed. Will be cursed. That's the Spark Notes version of the contract.
I didn't sign this contract, right? Because I wasn't part of the. I don't know. Is that because they were criminals, the others, or something?
I mean, you were there, remember, Georgie? I think he pretty much told you to sign the contract or you're gonna die.
Yeah, because we brought you to him, and like, you know, it's basically if I tell you, then I have to kill you.
Really? Okay. I didn't know that was what in the was what was in the contract, but.
So Matthias pretty much wait. So then what? Well, then what the hell are we supposed to do? Like, if they're clearly blowing the money, skimming it off the top, blowing at the casino, what the hell are we supposed to do?
Are you telling this to Matthias?
Yeah, like if it's that seems like the Occam's razor. The simplest answer is probably the correct one.
He says, you find out, you bring me back proof that they're skimming from, and they're stealing from the city, stealing from me and the organization. If you can find proof that they're doing this, then I would ask you to bring me said proof. That was what I asked you to do. Was to bring me proof.
But we didn't find any.
You have the ledger, but if he couldn't find you, I assume you showed him the copy of the ledger, and it didn't tell him much.
Yes, the warehouse he already said is doing honest business with.
So that's what he said, pretty much. I mean, that's what he asked for. He said, I just want to know proof if they are stealing from me or not, and then I will form a plan of action on how they can be dealt with.
Well, the issue is that none of us are the sneaky types, and that place has also got clearly fantasy security cameras. So it's not like we can root about there and find proof without just barreling through them. But we are only numbered 3, so I'm not confident in starting a fight with that many. Well, probably ghouls.
I don't think you have to fight through every encounter, is what he says, what Matthias says. If you just want to bash in the door and force your way through every mission or encounter I give you, he says that's going to be the first way to becoming one of these. Once you see my creation series, he points to the undead circling the room. He says, Raphael, I thought that you ought to have known that.
So I've been thinking. I don't want to be a disruptive player, but I don't see any other thing for a failure to do but to walk away without another word. He's not interested in talking to undead creatures. He wants to go home. I
I mean, it's what the party
don't.
wants to do. This is what everyone the party wants to do.
That's just it too. Is like the answer to me is to just kill them all because they're intelligent undead, and being a servant to a deity from, well, heaven, they clearly would find undead abhorrent.
It's like at this point, Rafelnir is would go home, report back to the people he's actually loyal to that Magnimar is a undead infested city and needs to be purged by any means necessary. And then you get a bunch of level 15 plus elven wizards come to launch firestorms, make it look like the former capital of Razmir. Like he's done a capital D.
And if we were going to go the route of just murdering all of them, I need to go get fitted for some masterwork full plate, which I have the money for, but I'd have to go get fitted.
I mean, it's up to the party what you want to do. That's the quest. I mean, there's you can
I
take
just
you can
don't
take it or
see,
leave it.
with the three of us and our specific skill sets, I don't see how we could do this non-violently.
What's your
Never mind that undead are immune to, like, mind-affecting effects.
Let me see. Reveal.
So I can't intimidate them, they're immune to fear.
Let me see. Reveal near. Look at your character sheet. Reveal near. Sorry. Reveal near. Reveal near. Knowledge, religion, perception, spellcraft. Okay. I mean, it's up to the group. What do you want to do?
I mean, that's just it. Is the only other option is just murder all of them, but I would need a few days to get fitted and requisition a full plate.
Reveal near to Georgie. So what's the move? Are we going to just walk out and leave, or what? What is the?
Hmm. I don't know if we can take the old den of vampires and stuff. I think it's above.
Well, that's
It's
the
too
other thing
risky.
too.
It's too
Is
dangerous.
there are only three of us.
Yeah. But yeah, at the same time, I didn't even know we were walking.
And that,
We
that's
have
just
never
it. Is
agreed
like,
to that if I would know.
like if there is a way to do it, I'm not seeing it, nor would I, as a character, be willing to put up with intelligent undead and bartering with them. You know, considering we're indebted to Matthias, and, you know, I'm a pretty lawful dude, I was expecting to be stomping out these sorts of things, not buying into them. Like, finding proof, yeah, I get it, then we can deal with them, but I don't see how we can do that.
I mean, we okay. So what's the plan of action for you guys so I can know. All right, so you just walk away from Matthias.
Well, we
Raphael
can't,
near walked away.
in character we can't do that technically because we are blood cursed. Although we could eventually, I could blow all my money on having someone cast Remove Curse on me, and then just go home and enjoy the rest of my days.
Would, if you guys are walking with him, he'd say, I apologize. I cannot fulfill my obligations to you. I'm going home. If you want to come with me, that is your best chance of evading Matthias in the future. My mother is a very powerful wizard. This was supposed to teach me something. I don't know what my mother thought it would teach me, but I have run out of patience for these filth.
Are we discussing this in front of Matthias, by the way?
I would hope
No,
not.
that would be after you walk out.
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly would not discuss this in front of Matthias. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. At this point, you've backed me into the corner of I'm no longer backing this horse. As the lawful dude that I am going to pull this out by the roots and get rid of all of this corruption in one fell swoop. But to do that, I'm gonna need to break this curse, and so are you guys. This is nothing against the game itself. It's just the character Matthias has tried me long enough. I could overlook the mindless undead. I can't overlook saying that just deal with them in terms of intelligent undead and find proof so that they can be dealt with in some manner other than an axe to the head.
The thing is, I don't. So Nosferatu, things that don't spread their blight, I can live with that. It's the spreading ghouls and vampires that really get Rafelnir riled up. Really get me riled up as a person.
Yeah, like if we were able, like the whole raw meat thing pretty much makes them dead ringers for ghouls, which can spread. If it was just a society of like you said, Nosferatu vampire that don't spread, that's one thing.
It is
So
like
I'm with Rafael here.
strikes, you're out.
We're gonna take a liaison back to wherever you come from and get this curse broken. Come back, acquire some funds, kill all the undead or die trying, figure out where we go from there, and eventually get rid of Matthias and everyone else.
All right. So, if you're willing to let me take this detour, I would lead. Rafelnir would lead the party to the Iodara, the elf gate that he entered by swearing everyone to secrecy about its presence on their immortal souls.
Well,
Okay, so what I'm gonna do? I'm going to end the session for tonight, just because that's how the party's feeling. I don't want to plan something off the cuff that's not good. So we're gonna end the session with this, and I'll upload it. Um, this has been quite the roller coaster ride. So we'll have to.
it's like I don't know out of game. I don't know what you were aiming for
So
with
um,
Matthias.
we can venture back in. Let me end my recording. So next Sunday, 7 p.m. EST time.